Before reading the script, did you know about this female empowerment part of the movie, or was it a surprise? How was for you?
That's a good question. I had an inkling, and I knew that they wanted this Jasmine to be strong and to speak her mind and to have an arc in terms of finding her voice. But I didn't know, the particular plot reference, the plot points. So when I read the script, I was just like, this makes perfect sense. Like, it wasn't, yes, it was like a surprise, but also the fact that she becomes the leader, like, it does actually make sense, because she should be the next person to lead her people, because she's been studying and she cares for her people so much. So it was both a surprise and something that I felt like was needed.
And which was your favorite scene from the original movie and the one that you were most excited about remaking?
I think from the original movie, there's so many scenes. I think it has to be A Whole New World, doesn't it? Like, A Whole New World for me was just so wonderful and romantic. But I also loved the scenes where Jasmine was giving it a bit, and she was obviously going toe to toe with some of the princes that were coming in trying to court her. And for me, I think those were the ones that I was most excited about recreating and humanizing, because it's not coming from a place of, I didn't want it to come from a place of her being kind of, she's like, upset. And it's actually because she's frustrated, because she actually believes she has more to give, and she believes that she actually cares for the people. And it's not just about her and, I don't want to marry that guy. It's also like, who could care? She says a line in the movie, who could care for our people more than me? Not some foreign prince, like someone that's not from our kingdom, And I think that's a really good point that she makes.
And how was for you dealing with the responsibility of portraying such an iconic character?
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility, of course. But I think the great thing is, I loved her just as much, like, as everyone else. And I think that, so I decided to go, okay, I'm going to take that personal experience that I had and that connection I had to the character and really try and keep that feeling, but just modernize her, It has to be, has to work in 2019. And if it was, the way I thought about it is, if I was 7 years old, what would I want to see, And I think that's what every single day that I went on set, I thought about that and took that into consideration.
So Disney now is releasing Aladdin and is also preparing Mulan. Do you think that this is the beginning of a new concept of Disney princess?
Is this
the beginning of a new Disney princess concept?
Yeah, I think that the idea of the Disney princess is like the context in which these women are in. And I think that with that comes a lot of fun and a lot of beauty and kind of something that a lot of little girls and little boys kind of gravitate towards. But I think that ultimately what Disney's trying to do is focus on the human who is the princess, that human being. What does she have to say? What's her journey? And who is she? And how does she represent girls around the world? And for me, that's the most exciting thing. So yes, if the context is princess, then great. Why not? But as long as it's focusing on that human story, I think that's the most important thing.